Hello friends, welcome to Study Tonight. And in this video, we will learn about the basic first C program and its structure, few points about its structure. So let's not waste time and we'll start with it. So this is our first C program. Let's see how to write a simple C program. So this is our program hash include stdio.h. This is the header file stdio.h that we are including in our program. Then int main is the function we are using. Then the block, main function block. And then printf hello world, that is a print statement. Whatever we are writing in the double quotes, that will be printed on the output screen as it is there in the double quotes, hello world. Now this is a single line comment. So whenever we are writing comment, we are just using double slash. Then return 0, that is the return statement. Whatever we are returning to the function, that will be written here. So let's see what all are these in our program. So there are different parts of C program. First is preprocessor, header file, function, variables, statements and expressions, comments. All these are essential parts of C language program. Now what is a preprocessor? So hash include is the first word of any C program. It is also known as a preprocessor. The task of preprocessor is to initialize the environment of the program to link the program with the header files required. As it is already conveying the message that it is pre-processing whatever we are executing in our program. So it is including those header files which are there with the keyword hash include in our program, and it is including those functions that are there in that package. Okay, so when we say hash include stdio.h, it is to inform the compiler to include the stdio.h header file to the program before executing it. Now what happens when we include stdio.h header file in our program? So the functions related to that header file are importing in our program. Now header file, what is a header file? A header file is a collection of built-in ready-made functions which we can directly use in our program. Header file contain definition of the functions which can be incorporated into any C program by using preprocessor hash include. Hash include statement with the header file. Now what happens whenever we are just including any header file? Suppose not only stdio.h, we can include math.h and any header file that we are including in our program. It is containing those functions which are written in that package, that header file package. So we will just import that header file by using hash include, and we can just simply use those functions which are there in that header file. Now standard header files are provided with each compiler and covers a range of areas like string handling, mathematical functions, data conversion, printing and reading of variables also. Now with time, you will have a clear picture of what header files are. As of now, consider it as a ready-made paste of function which comes with the C language, and you can use them without worrying about how they work. All of you have to do is include the header file in your program. Simply, suppose if you want to use the print function, scanf function, printf function, then you can simply access it using the stdio.h header file. If you want to use any functions which are there in math library, you will simply use math.h header file, and you can simply use your functions which are there in math.h. That can be square root, sine, cos, or any other function. Now to use any of the standard functions, the appropriate header file must be included. This is done at the beginning of the C source file. This is the first thing in our program that we do, that we include all those header files for which we need it in our program throughout the process, throughout the program. Whatever functions we are using, we just include all the header files in the beginning of the program. Now, for example, to use the printf function in a program, which is used to display anything on the screen, the line hash includes stdio.h is required because the header file stdio.h contains the printf function. All header files will have an extension .h which specifies that it is a header file. Now, what is a main function? Main function is a function that must be there in every C program. Everything inside this function in C program will be executed. In the above example, int written before the main function is the return type of the main function. Return type is specifying that what the function is returning basically. It can be void also. We will discuss about it in detail later. The curly braces just after the main function encloses the body of main function. Now, whenever we are just writing a program, so the execution starts from the main function only. Our program will be executed from the main block. It will check where the main block is present, and it will start the execution from that block only. Comments. What are the comments? We can add comments in our program to describe what we are doing in the program. These comments are ignored by the compiler and are not executed. Now, what happens? Suppose I have made a program and I want to show it to some user. So how will he understand if I will not add any comment? He will not get that this function is doing that, this function is doing that. So we add simple single line or double multi-line comments there to specify what this function is doing in our program. So for that we use comments. Now to add a single line comment, started by adding 2 forward slashes followed by the comment. To add multiple multi-line comments, enclose it between slash star and then the comment, and then again at the end you will write star slash, just like it in the program above. We have used double slash. Now, what is a return statement? As we have written in our first program, that is return 0. A return statement is just meant to define the end of any C program. Now, all the C programs can be written and edited in normal text editors like Notepad or Notepad++ and must be saved with a file name with extension as .c. Suppose we are writing any program, so when we are saving it, we will use .c extension for the C programs. For C++, we use CPP. Now, if you do not add the extension .c, then the compiler will not recognize it as a C language program file. And that's all for today. Thank you. With this, we have come to the end of our topic. For more such information videos covering C language, subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Visit our website studytonight.com for more useful content related to various other programming language like Python or any other languages. You can find there so many languages and you can just go through it. Thank you so much.